Update on the weather. Jeff is joining Annalise today because we've got so much to talk about. So let's go ahead and start with you, Jeff. Where are we now?
Okay. Well, first let me bring everybody up to date on what's going on. For the most part, our morning commute is fine. We do have some rain around. As we take a look at radar, you see a cluster of rain still moving off along the 20 corridor and away from us. This has had a little bit lightning and it continues to weaken. As we look into the metroplex, however, we start to see uptick in activity. Most of this is just some passing showers drifting up towards the northeast, but you can see there's some going on right around downtown Dallas, and there's also a little bit more activity going on from the 35W corridor over into Hearst around North Richland Hills. And as we move out a little bit further west of Tarrant County and get up into northern Parker and to the southern parts of Wise County, we see a line of thunderstorms. This is also kind of drifting up towards the northeast with some lightning and some brief heavy rain, but there are no warnings out. We have, of course, the flash flood watch out. I'm going to change it over to radar out of Abilene, and you can see there are some more strong thunderstorms moving through a watch box area. And if I widen it out even further and change it over to composite, you can see there is a lot brewing out to our west that is forecast to head our way. So you're probably asking yourself, what again? We're getting this? Well, quick explanation is that we have out to our west a trough that is not moving. It has been stuck there since this weekend, and we have out to our east high pressure that has been trying to build in, and we are caught in between. So we're basically in the bowling alley of all these thunderstorms that are born out to the west of us and then roll into North Texas. And Annalise, stop me if this does not sound familiar.
Oh yeah, no, it definitely does. We've been here before, Jeff. It's the wettest month. May is the wettest month for us. When you look at our numbers, historically speaking, around DFW, I'm switching over to Max 1 to kind of show you just some representation of the wettest May ever. If you remember back in 2015, look at this, just shy of 17 inches of rain for the month. Think about what's normal. Well, that would be more like 4 inches and 3/4 rainfall. So unbelievable amount of rainfall back in 2015. And you can see how some of the recent years have compared. If we look at last year, I'll step out of the way so you can take a look at that. Last year, we got about just over 7.5 inches of rain. That was the 21st wettest, so still kind of down the line. So far for this May, we are just under 4 inches, and of course, we're just over halfway through the month. So we'll see how this shakes out. But I think that record for the wettest ever is probably safe. Again, just shy of 17 inches. That was back just in 2015. Switching on over to our model, Jeff, as we take a look at what is coming our way, moving on through the day today. And what we're going to be dealing with is, of course, more wet weather, some very heavy rain, and that's going to be our big concern. So as we move through the clock, the wet weather that Jeff was showing you there back in West Texas, those showers, those storms, they are expected to move off to the east and fill in, moving into the I-35 corridor late morning through the midday. And notice what happens. We move on through the afternoon. We're going to see some of those stronger storms likely to our south, but extremely torrential rainfall out of these with a severe threat for some hail. That is staying with us through this evening. And I still think we're talking about at least our eastern half being impacted by some very heavy rain as we move on into tonight. So we will continue to monitor this. Some leftover moisture, of course, tomorrow. Back on over to Max 1, and we are going to be talking about rain chances going up quickly today. A 90% chance mid to late afternoon. Here's your severe threat. Slight risk for Dallas, Collin County back off to the east. That's that hail threat for today. But again, the bigger threat, it's going to be the flash flooding that we're concerned with. So right now, as you head out the door, what you need to know, grab the umbrella. Most of you are dry. 63 degrees. It is still very humid out there for us, as we will see these mild temperatures only climb into the 70s today, of course, with all that wet weather on the way. 90% chance of rainfall. And then as we look ahead to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we're going to add on additional rainfall. Some spots 6 to 7 more inches to go as we wrap this up by late this week.